It's 99X worldwide. You can listen anywhere in the 99X Freeloader app. How are you? It's Barnes. It's Leslie. We are the Morning X. Crash Clark is here in traffic. And thank you to everyone who came out to Mutation Brewing for our third and their fourth anniversary on Saturday. Thank you. It was nice to see you guys out there. Let's get some Sleaze. Brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. You want to learn more? Visit McDonald's.com or archways-to-opportunity.com.
Timothy Busfield pleading not guilty in the child sex abuse case, waiving all pretrial appearances. And, of course, you remember the quote, Barnes, quote, "I'm going to confront these lies. They're horrible. They're all lies. I did not do anything to those little boys. I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight it with a great team, and I'm going to be exonerated. I know I am because this is all wrong and all lies."
I don't know what to believe from that story. That indictment roared on, and we're going to see in court because it is, both sides present a very compelling case.
I saw this story. You know, Eric Dane did have a girlfriend, Janelle Shirtcliffe. She posted some touching tributes after Eric Dane's death. They debuted their romance in June, 2 months after his ALS diagnosis. But despite the courtship, he did remain legally married to Rebecca Gayheart because, you know, they have the two children together, Billy, 15, and Georgia, 14, two daughters. And he talked about her as well. He talked about Rebecca Gayheart. "I will never, by the time anybody sees this, would ever have fallen in love with another woman as deeply as I fell in love with Rebecca." And, of course, Rebecca is now speaking up about how blown away she is by all of the outpouring of love and support after Eric Dane's death. Did you see that story about Johnny Depp giving him a place to stay?
No. For what? Why did he need a place?
I guess after his diagnosis, he opened up one of his L.A. homes to him and basically said, "Hey, you can live here, pay what you want, or don't pay." That was the story going around over the weekend.
He didn't have a place to live?
I guess in something in L.A. after he was diagnosed with ALS.
Heard that. Wow.
Very sad. And, of course, more coming out from Patrick Dempsey talking about Eric Dane's legacy.
I really feel for his family and his daughters and the people close to him because we've lost him and now he's in a place where he is at peace. To see him deteriorate so rapidly was heartbreaking. This is a terrible disease. It makes you really appreciate every moment we have that we're here on Earth, and then are we doing something positive with it? And he brought a lot of attention to his illness, and it was very noble of him to do. It was very hard for him to do, to travel towards the end. And we should all, treat each other a little bit kinder because we don't know how long we're going to be here, and make every moment one that counts and live every day as if it's your last one.
Man, just such a sad story. And that video he did for his daughters, you've seen all over TV, is heartbreaking.
It's unbelievable. You know, we were talking about Dave Grohl earlier, talking about drummers and Josh Freese for the first time, but they announced the details of their forthcoming album, Your Favorite Toy. I love that. Their 12th outgoing album. It's going to come out April the 24th. Are you as excited as I am for new Foos music?
The first song was a big disappointment for me.
You didn't like Your Favorite Toy?
No. Do you like it?
I mean, it's hard for me to not like anything from the Foo Fighters.
I know, but it's still, you know what? I'll play it at the end of Sleaze here. It's just, to me, it was a very, gimmicky song. I don't know if that's just to get talk, or, I mean, it's just a 2.5 minute or whatever song. I just thought it was a bunch of noise. Now, I love Foo Fighters, but this was just very out of sorts, I thought.
I do have a little bit more of that interview that Dave Grohl did with Apple Music's Zane Lowe. Here he is just talking about the Foo Fighters.
It's weird to think that it gets better and more rewarding with age. I mean, it's like, we've relied on this music and this family of friends through so much over the last 30 years. It's like, music or no music, we're connected beyond the instruments,
Yeah.
And so when we all get together, there's this comfort of connection between all of us. And I mean, we were doing photo shoots yesterday. We haven't done that in ages. And all we did was we laughed for 8 hours. It was the most fun. Like, you'd imagine it would be such a fucking chore. But it's like, when we end, when tours end, honestly, it's like, the saddest thing, it isn't the shows.
Yeah.
It's just being together. Like, we get sad. We're like, fuck, man, I'm going to miss, like, we spend every minute of every day together. And then when we're not together, it's like, it's just not as fun. Life is, it's better when we're together.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like Dave Grohl a lot, and he's been on the show a million times, and I like the Foo Fighters a lot. But Steve and I, over the weekend on Saturday, over at our anniversary party, we're having this debate about it. He loves it. That song, I'll play it.
We'll play it and let people, yes.
If you haven't heard it, give me like 2 minutes. We'll play it.
Let's talk about another rock icon, Eddie Vedder. Of course, there's a show streaming now on Netflix called Matter of Time. It's more than a concert film. It's really a story of defiance, innovation, and progress led by EB Research Partnerships. This is Eddie Vedder's charity, and he actually did a little promo piece for Matter of Time.
Over 400 million people around the world are living with rare diseases. My wife Jill and I co-founded EB Research Partnership with a group of families to help cure epidermolysis bullosa, a rare skin disease that we are proud to see on the cusp of a cure. We share more of our story in a film called Matter of Time, now streaming on Netflix.
Now streaming on Netflix, Matter of Time, Eddie Vedder. Speaking of Eddie Vedder, of all the podcasts that Eddie Vedder would be on, he made an appearance on the Fly on the Wall podcast with Dana Carvey and David Spade. And it's actually kind of funny. Eddie here talks about the person responsible for getting him to stop smoking.
Thinking about Martin Short, and I was going to share with you this funny thing that happened during COVID. Marty calls up about 4 months into COVID, just out of the blue, and he says, "Well, hello, Eddie. I was just checking in, see how my young friend is doing. How are you, young man?" And I said, "I'm frustrated with myself. I'm smoking again. You know, I'd quit because of COVID." He said, "Oh, are you talking pot or cigarettes?" I said, "Cigarettes." He said, "Oh, are you still waiting for more literature on that?" And that was the last time I ever had a cigarette.
Zing!
Last time I ever had a cigarette, and I love that he's actually like imitating Martin Short. That's a great story. That's your celebrity sleaze.
Dan Bongino returns.
It's real. You better produce something fast.
And he's not holding back.
Dan, that's backwards. No, I'm telling you the truth.
Hard truths and a bold perspective no one else can offer.
You may not hear this anywhere else. I'm always under the assumption that you're being played, we're being played. Man, this show continues to expand its footprint, and I love you guys for it.
It's the comeback everyone's been waiting for.
If there was ever a time, it is this one.
The Dan Bongino Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.